Hello students, now we are going to discuss last part of GST, that is ledgers. We taken into account journals, that is journal entries, which are covering GST aspect. In the present lecture, we are considering ledgers. So firstly see that what is meant by ledger. Ledger account means an independent record of persons, organizations, or things outside the business but related to our business. That is very important. This is the definition of ledger. So, ledger is an independent record of persons, organizations, or things outside the business but related to our business. For that purpose, for proper understanding, I am taking one example so you may realize what type of accounts should be maintained in that business. Suppose we have to start a computer institute. Now 2 months have been passed after the establishment of the institute. Then recollect the things related to our business and prepare a list of them. Suppose we have decided to start computer institute. We have started computer institute and after 2 months we are calling things that related to our business and we are going to prepare list regarding it by considering the nature of our business. So capital is first part. Capital is need of every business. The capital may be bring in form of cash, furniture, building, computer. So we have cash is required for various purposes. Furniture is needed to establishment of computer lab. Building is essential. Computers are essential for getting good business. We are going to make advertisement of it. Advertisement. We required stationery. We also related with Bank of Maharashtra for banking transactions. We also related with telephone bill, that is BSNL, salary to employee, that is J, purchase of books, amount due from Vikas publication, that is creditor, sales books, Sangram computers debtors, that is goods sold on credit, fees charged, and MSEDCL light bill. These are the things which are concerned with our business. So these type of ledger accounts we are going to prepare: capital account, cash account, furniture account, building account, computer account, advertisement account, stationery account, Bank of Maharashtra account, BSNL account, salary account, purchase account, creditors account, sales account, debtors account, fees account, etc. So I am taking here a format of maintaining ledger account. What type of ledger account? Firstly, suppose there is a cash account. So we may ledger account name, that is cash account. Every account has two sides. One is debit side and another is credit side. In debit side, we are taking four column. First column is date, then particulars, then JF, that is journal folio amount. Credit side, date, particulars, JF, and amount. So this is the format of ledger account. It may be cash account, it may be building account, it may be computer account, it may be stationery account. We are maintaining ledgers by this manner. It has that every ledger accounts has two sides. One side is called as debit side and another side is called as credit side. We have prepared 4 columns for debit side and 4 columns for credit side, such as date, particulars, JF, rupees. Date, particulars, general folio, rupees. It means that every ledger account has two sides. One is debit side and another is credit side. In date column, we are going to write here date of transaction in this column. Particulars. In this column, the name of other account affected by this transaction is written. Suppose furniture purchased. We have prepared a furniture account debit to cash. So we are recording here cash, name of another account. Amount. Suppose furniture purchased of rupees 10,000. Amount of transaction is maintained in this column. This is I would like to explain by giving example. Suppose we have purchased a furniture of rupees 10,000 and in furniture account we have prepared 3 columns to debit side and 3 columns to credit side. So furniture purchased means furniture account debit to cash 10,000. That furniture purchased on 1st April 2021. So date column 1st April 2020. Furniture account debit to cash account. The name of another account is written by us here and amount in amount column rupees 10,000 recorded. We have furniture account in our example. Furniture account consists of records. In this example, we have make out list of things related with our business, that is furniture, cash, stationery, computer, building, etc. For the purpose of furniture, consider the following things. We have furniture account in our example. Furniture account consists of records about chairs, tables, stools, etc. Purchased for the business. Computer ledger consists of record about monitor, keyboard, mouse, CPU, etc. Here a group of atom is formed instead of maintaining separate record for every atom. We are not preparing separate record for each and every atom. We are making group, that is computer group, that is computer account, that is computer ledger account. Under it we consider mouse, CPUs, keyboards like this. In furniture group we are going to consider chairs, tables, tools, etc. Computer ledger account is created for mouse, monitor, etc. Every ledger account comes under a business tab. There are 3 types of accounts. We know very well because of we are student of accountancy, so we know the 3 types of accounts. One is personal account, another is real account, and last is nominal account. In personal account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. In real account, debit the expenses and credit the gains. In personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. In real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. In nominal account, expenses are debited and incomes are credited. So there are 3 types of accounts: personal account, real account, and nominal account. Ledger posting. After preparation of ledger account, passing relevant transactions and recording of that transaction, then after preparation of ledgers we are making posting of transactions. Every transaction carried out in day's business is recorded in general book. Journal book has all ledger accounts transactions. That is very important. Journal books has all ledger account transactions, but it is very difficult to know transaction of a particular ledger accounts. Hence, for that purpose, all the transactions carried out of particular ledger account are recorded in book. It is called as ledger book. We have already learned how to make journal entries. By considering the nature of business transactions happening, we are passing journal entries on the basis of transactions happened. These journal entries will be posted in various ledger accounts. Suppose there are furniture purchased. So we prepare two accounts, furniture account and cash account. In furniture account we are recording to debit side cash account 10,000. On the contrary, that is posted credit side of cash account. Ledger creation. GST in Tally ERP 9 for creation of ledger. We are taking an example regarding it. Example, on 20th December 2020, sold 40 monitors by Swaraj Info Systems at rupees 10,000 each, inclusive of tax 18% with invoice number 205 to current enterprises on credit. Create custom ledger for current enterprises. In this example, Swaraj Info System sold 40 monitors to current enterprises. The cost of each monitor is 10,000, inclusive 18% tax, and invoice number is 205. So we are creating ledger here by following manner. Ledger creation. Firstly, we have taken name of vendors, seller. So seller is Swaraj Info System. For that purpose, Control M is essential in our tally regarding recording or creation of ledger. So we are creating ledger. The name of the company that is purchaser is current enterprises. Here that is current enterprises under sundry debtors, current assets. Maintain balances bill, yes. Default credit period. We are recording here debtors because we sold computers, monitors on credit to current enterprises. So to whom goods sold on credit called as sundry debtors. So sundry debtors is covering or coming under current assets. Default credit period 20 days we assumed here. Check for credit days during voucher entry, yes. Inventory values are affected, no. Mailing address. For creation of ledger account, we are recording here mailing address, name current enterprises, address Pond Road, Kothurud, Pune, country India, state Maharashtra, pin code 411038. Provide bank details, yes. Tax registration details, PAN IT number that is given here, AKS GST 121246K. Set alert GST details, yes. Opening balance on 1st December 2020 we are recording here. GST details. That is, we are preparing ledger accounts in Tally with GST. So registration type GST details. For creation of ledger, we are maintaining or preparing GST details. Registration type regular. GST in or UIN, that is code. Party type not applicable. Is a e-commerce operator? No. By considering the nature of that thing, we are mentioning here details. Practical approach about GST. What type of practical is to be considered here? So, practical approach of GST. Getting started with GST in Tally ERP 9. First of all, we need to activate GST features in Tally ERP 9. In order to record transaction as related with GST. Once these features are activated, transactions, stock items and GST returns can be generated through Tally accounting software. For that purpose, for activation, following steps are to be followed to activate GST in Tally. Start computer and open the company for which you need to activate GST. In Tally, open company for which we are going to activate GST. So record the details we have taken already. Take details of that company or like name, address, state, country, like this. Then enable goods and services tax to mention here yes. Set alert GST details to yes. Enter the name of business in which your business is situated. Set the registration type as regular. If the business unit is located in special economic zone, says, or other territory, set axis of other territory to yes. Enter date from which GST is applicable. Enter GST in or UIN for the business. This can be printed in the invoice. Select the periodicity of GST as monthly or quarterly based on the turnover. The option e-way bill applicable is set to yes and the date applicable from. Set the option applicable to intrastate to yes and enter the limit. That is very important. Set the option enable tax liability on advance receipts to yes to activate. Calculation of tax liability on advance receipt is disabled by default. Then set the option enable tax liability on reverse charge, that is purchase from unregistered dealer, to yes. To activate calculation of tax liability for reverse charge on URD purchases, this option is disabled by default. Enable the option set alert oblique alter GST rate details. Alteration facility is very important. Alteration is possible. See the option enable GST classification to yes. To create and use the classification GST detail screen masters, set the option provide LUT oblique bond details to yes to enter the LUT bond number and validity period. Press enter to save. Now we are considering another part. We firstly consider what is meant by ledger. By considering the nature of business, we have prepared a list of accounts, ledger accounts. We have taken one example of creation of ledger. Then we also consider the GST details. Then in Tally, for a practical approach, we are consider the GST features in Tally and how to activate GST in Tally software. Now we are considered with GST classifications. To enable GST classification in Tally, follow the following paths. Creating masters. For that, the following path is used to create master. First path, that is gateway of Tally, accounts info, then groups. It may be single group or multiple groups. Creation of GST classification based on HSN code /SAC. We know that the long form of HSN and SAC. Another path, gateway of Tally, accounts information, statutory information, GST classification. Creation of ledgers one by one, the purchase ledger, sales ledger, GST ledger, party ledger. Path, gateway of Tally, accounts info, ledgers, creation of stock items. Next path, gateway of Tally, inventory info, stock items, create. After considering classification of GST, we are entering transactions. Firstly, we are creating invoice. It may be sales transaction or purchase transaction. Enter the following transaction using Tally ERP9 enabling GST. On 1st January 2001, Khan Sons Limited sold Oppo cell phone 10 handsets at rupees 10,000 each. HSN is 12345 and GST rate applicable to product is 18%. We are considering that transaction and entering. Go to gateway of Tally, accounting voucher, that is sales transaction. So F8 sales, that is key. Select the date by pressing F2 date button. On which date sales occurred. For that purpose we are pressing F2 button for recording date. F8 button for recording sales. Enter reference number. Select party name under party account. Press enter key. Party details screen will appear. Enter all the details of transportation. So this we are considering here sales transaction. Printing sales invoice. We have recorded sales transactions Now we are going to print, that is sales invoice. It is necessary to prepare 3 copies required for sale of goods. 1 copy original for buyer, duplicate for transporter, and triplicate copy to seller. It means we have prepared three copies of sales invoice. Original copy will go to buyer, duplicate copy will also go to transporter, and triplicate copy will remain with seller, that is us. Click on print button of GST sales voucher or press Alt P. Access the sales voucher in alternation mode if you have already saved the voucher. The voucher printing dialog box will appear on your screen. Click F12 configure button to get more printing options. You may see many GST related options in the configuration screen. If you press F12 configuration once again, you will get more options in the printing dialog box. Press Alt C or click on copies. A new box will appear. Then enter number of copies 3. Then preparation of reports of GST, that is called the GST reports, GST tax payment. GST R1 can be generated from the admin report. GST report 1 can be generated from Tally ERP and uploaded to the portal for filing returns. Path for it: gateway of Tally, display, statutory reports, GST RI1. So this is about the ledgers. Now in our introduction to GST, we are considered all aspects of GST. We learnt various definitions under GST like goods, services, securities, person, supply. What are the features of GST? What are the benefits of GST? Framework of GST, components of GST, journal entries, and ledger. So in this way we have finished our chapter Introduction to GST. Now in coming lecture I will start new chapter, that is company taxation. So our examination will start from 27th September. Before that date we are going to complete our syllabus. So I will teach also one chapter, that is company taxation, in coming lectures. I will, if necessary, upload more lectures regarding company accounts. We will finish our syllabus up to Saturday. So in coming lecture I will concern with company taxation, that is last chapter. There are 4 chapters in our syllabus, but we are going to complete here 3 chapters. Because of COVID situation, 1 chapter we are not able to conduct, that is given direction by the university. So as considering the direction, we are mostly concerned with 3 chapters, and question paper will be set on that 3 chapters. So in this way I am concluding my speech here. Thank you. And kindly note that awareness program will be conducted on Sunday, that is our last lecture on taxation, that is paper number 4, advanced accountancy paper number 4, that is taxation. So MCQ type questions may be asked in coming exam, but kindly note that the nature of question paper is only MCQ type questions, and it will be held or conducted through online mode. So we are going to conduct our semester 2 by applying online mode, and the nature of question paper is MCQ type questions. So thank you.